In every country, you've got your syllabus, and you've got your Gary Glitter, and, you know, all those creatures, I guess. And, you know, I guess I can't refuse that I'm one of them in Iceland, you know. I wasn't exactly brought up in a commune, because all the people there did normal jobs, you know, but they were definitely hippies. And I was definitely brought up by that generation, and I look at it as being very lucky. I was always into, from day one, to try as many things as possible. And I'm really conscious about it. I've only got one life, and there's about 90,000 things yet to be done. So I think quite young, I was like out there for experience. Well, I did like a children's album when I was 11. It had several of my own songs on it. And it was supposed to be like this hit in Iceland, which actually was. Sugar Cubes was a group of friends that knew each other very much and respected each other very much. And the music was sort of a secondary thing. But what this album of mine now is kind of where I come from more. Kind of a little bit of jazz, a little bit of sort of experimental stuff, a lot of sort of world music. And that rock and roll thing has never been my cup of tea, you know. The way I look at dance music is that it's not only something linked to DJs and linked with, you know, 1986, Summer of Love or whatever. The way I like to look at it is comes from way back, you know, the way from Eno and Tangerine Dream, Kraftwerk, all the things that are happening in Europe. I don't look at myself as a top businesswoman, but I've got a lot of obligation towards my sons, and I deal with them a little bit like the same way as I deal with my own child. Like I have to fight for them, you know, and I'm ready to fight for them really hard. I've got certain duties, and one of my main duties is that, well, especially for me moving to England and being a bit of an immigrant housewife in London City, you know, is to get it into British people's minds that there's more people in the world than British people. And there are people with last names like me, women's something which you can't pronounce. And there's actually a lot of bands out there that are not British at all. And London in many ways is a bit like John Hurt, not the actor. A bit sort of pollution and a bit sort of not in top health, you know. I think it's quite charming, actually. I love the way he talks, you know. Kind of like, you know. When it comes to actually British culture, no disrespect, it's not really my cup of tea. It just seems to stand for everything that I don't stand for. Very conservative, very sort of traditional, sort of well-behaved and polite. Well, I seem to be into all them sort of intimate, sort of spontaneous things. I guess I probably should have moved to Venezuela, you know, something like that, you know. I'm romantic in an extreme way. I don't like sick people. I'm not so into them soft pink, sort of that vibe. I like sort of fierce romance.